given that this is the fourth and last day of my Christmas vacation, just wanted to thank everyone who has been there with me for the duration of my Christmas holidays. And I certainly appreciate you coming to show your support for me during the time that I've been doing this. And so it's also afforded me a lot of opportunity to work on trying to process and edit all of the videos that I accumulated over the time that I was streaming the main story. So as it stands right now, I'm up to the point where you meet the Loporits in the main story for the first time. So I've gotten to that milestone as far as getting my Let's Play put out on YouTube. If you haven't been there yet, make sure you do. Be happy to have you aboard. Alright, and so last night we made an interesting discovery. We discovered that in Epilogue, and I don't know if this is associated with the fact that you end up completing the Stigma Dreamscape, but I discovered that after we did that, we had a situation where the dungeon or whatever, we don't know if this is actually true or not, but after completing the dungeon, as Vanna continues to check out her mask, we discovered that a new side quest had opened up. But it wasn't just this one. As it turns out, there were a whole bunch that opened up in the two previous areas of Ultima Thule around the primary Aetheryte. So, suffice it to say, this was quite a surprise. And so tonight, before we do anything else, we have to see what is going on with these bonus quests and see if our efforts to help out that one Loporits who want to try and rebuild a cafe here in the Necropolis might end up bearing fruit somehow. Who knows? This might be the place we end up rebuilding in addition to Garlemald. We could very well get ourselves a 2-for-1 deal. Sorry. Yeah, we could very well get ourselves a 2-for-1 deal if we're able to take on all these side quests that popped up in post here in Ultima Thule. So tonight, that's what we're gonna do. So since there's only one here at Base Omicron, we'll do this one first. And hey there, my brother. Yeah, it's an honor to meet you. I'll deck that in your Tiamat mail. Alright, let's go ahead and begin our unexpected journey with all these brand new side quests by speaking with this Omicron guard. Let's go ahead and take on his quest entitled Work Woes. The Omicron guard requests a word of advice. This unit has received orders from Stigma 1 to patrol base Omicron. Review of these orders indicate they supersede any other incoming directives. No exit condition has been specified. However, scan of area surrounding current coordinates shows no enemy factions are present. This unit thus questions the value of endlessly looping its patrol protocol. Glad you come to realize that. Analyzing potential outcomes of repetitive movement. Cross-reference of Omicron schematics suggests current behavioral pattern has an 86% chance of negatively impacting future mobility. This unit requests suggestions for supplemental motions that do not conflict with current orders. Try singing. You could dance or forget patrolling. Yeah. Like, we really don't know what to say to this guy. Are there any other things you do? Like, we could suggest dancing. Reviewing motion database. No results found. Initial analysis suggests random movements may facilitate a diagnostics check of this unit's joint modules and posture calibration systems. Attempting. Insufficient reference data. This unit requires a visual of dancing to analyze and simulate accordingly. Yeah, this means we get to do something that's gonna be really silly. Yeah, I can only imagine what it would have looked like if you said sing. Yeah, because there's no actual singing mode unless you have the songbird available. Yeah, let's go ahead and show them the fancy little female Mikote dance. Oh, while I'm wearing armor and a weapon. Movement patterns identified. Review of this unit's memory confirms that no data previously existed for the display motions. Simulation difficulty undetermined. However, analysis suggests the proposed movements serve no practical purpose and do not conflict with current orders. Proposal meets parameters of initial request. Preparing to gyrate joint modules. Prior to execution, this unit requests confirmation that gyration can be activated alongside other units. If that can happen, I would love to see it. Processing response. Tentative approval detected. Issuing rendezvous order to subordinate Omicron guards near current coordinates. This unit requests you stand by outside the base. Oh my god, is this gonna be what I think it is? Oh, if they dance like Rika does, oh wow. Oh, or who knows, it might all just completely fall apart. I don't know what we're about to see here, but I can only imagine it's gonna be funny. Also, I can fly. What am I doing? Yeah, I've got all my Aether Currents. What am I doing? So there are two other guards that he's here with. Oh, I gotta see this. Whoa. Hey, that looks like figure skating almost. Yeah, look at him go. Transmission of visual data is complete, though potential to accurately reconstruct the proposed motions may be limited by range of movement. I mean, you were doing just fine. You were pirouetting like a ballerina. This unit requests that you observe and evaluate replication of motion data. Alright. Have at it. Let me see what you got. And away they go, pirouetting away. Like, yeah! Oh, wow. Yeah, I'll bet you never thought you'd see anything like this. There is nothing short of description that can justify what I'm seeing right now. Oh. Reviewing performance, analysis suggests that difficulty of dancing greatly exceeded expected values. Further analysis indicates potential application of said motions as combat maneuvers. Yeah, I mean, they can kick. Their pirouette also doubles as a kick. Yeah, they can roundhouse. And high step their way to victory. Yeah, watch where you aim that near Rika. How about 3 in a row? Sure. Yeah, I think it may... Once they've started, it seems to be impossible for them to stop. Yeah, we're just watching them go. Oh, man. And they're like, yeah. How do you teach dancing to an AI? No exit condition has been specified. This unit requests orders to free itself from gyration loop. I had no idea that we were forced to tell you to stop. Yeah, go, Rika, stop them. Yeah, whoa there, cowboys. Oh, man. Termination order confirmed. This unit thanks you for your swift action and further requests performance appraisal. Yeah, it looked like a lot of fun. It did look like a lot of fun. Recording feedback. Reconfiguring emotional statement to grateful. This unit appreciates your invaluable input and will incorporate received feedback into future programs. Returning to base Omicron. Yeah, as his friends continue to kick it up and high step it. Oh, wow. What a way to start the night, am I right? That was epic. Alright, guard. Accuracy of simulation estimated at 42.3%. Further review of motion data required. Diagnostics check of joint modules and posture calibration systems indicates favorable outcomes. This unit detects value in augmenting current orders with new challenges. Future protocols will incorporate gyration loops with appropriate exit conditions. Reinitiating gratitude protocol. This unit thanks you for providing useful data. You are requested to observe the Omicron's improved dancing at an unspecified future time. Await further instructions. As you were, sir. In the meantime, I probably should be on my dancer for this, but hey, whatever. We'll take our experience of 735 gil plus choose from the various foods that are available, and based on what I see here, it will be the baba wall I'll be taking. And look at him still going. And away he goes. And so, now that we've taken care of the one quest here at Base Omicron, let's expand our reach. By going back to Riatara. Yeah. Where do you even begin with that? Meanwhile, back over where the dragons lay, we have no fewer than half a dozen quests that can be taken here around this place. Yeah, I wonder if our success has stirred something within these dragons. The only way to find out is to take their quests and find out. So let's go ahead and begin by speaking with this old worm to take on his quest entitled Loud and Proud. The old worm is displeased at the state of the spring. Ere the mechanical menace descended, the spring before thee was as clear as the purest glass. Now behold the vile blight upon it. Should we do nothing, naught shall remain save poison and black ash. Alas, my roar no longer rings loud enough to cleanse these waters, and my kin here fare little better. Yet at times I hearken unto a faraway call, strong and resounding, though I not know whence it cometh. Wouldst thou seek its source, that our wellspring might be saved? Search for a dragon with a formidable roar. Alright, let's go see if we can find such a creature. So off we go to possibly find one. We don't have to go that far, but we do need to find a dragon, and yeah, he's not calcifying as it were, like this blood, like the other dragons we're seeing. So yeah, let's speak with this bloodthirsty dragon, and I hope he doesn't attack me. I would not fain waste mine energies on thy lost cause, morsel. Be gone with thee, ere thou findest myself betwixt my teeth. Then you admit your... Oh, we're insulting him here? Then you admit your roar is pathetic, or apologies, I was unaware I was addressing a dragon gnat. Yeah, what do you gotta say to that? Dost thou wish to be devoured? With my peerless roar shall I demonstrate the futility of thy pursuits. Then savor the despair upon thy countenance when thou art forced to admit defeats. Get thee astride my back. I cannot abide watching thy stunted limbs struggle. Oh, I gotta take you that. Oh, wow. Is this how the quests are all gonna be here at Ultima Thule now? If so, that's crazy. Oh, this is gonna be good. I mean, if dancing robots and guilt-ridden dragons are one thing, what else are we gonna see? Let's do this right now. The water ripples slightly, but you are unable to detect any significant changes. Now dost thou ken my wisdom. We may attempt another angle, shouldst thou thirst for greater despair. Alright, I gotta go over here now to do this. Yeah, how many multiple times we gotta do this? Go! The spring appears slightly clearer for a moment, but you are unable to detect any significant changes. Admit thy defeat. This spring shall never regain its lost splendor. Though if thy tale be true, thou art not the only fool in need of this lesson. Let us speak with that old worm. Alright. So as we head on over... Mayhap was too much to ask that these waters would run clear once more. I hope it's not that way. Thou shouldst know such dreams are folly. To live is one matter, but to hope is not so futile as thou wouldst believe. Hearken closely. I drank of this spring not moments ago. I was wondering if you're gonna do that. Like, why? You know what's in there. Though the difference be slight, it tastes less brackish than before. Thine actions were not wasted. Thou sought to restore it to its crystalline state. Thy aspirations have failed in sooth. I won't necessarily say that. However, I suppose 'tis proof enough that my role still possesseth of great power, despite the darkness that consumeth me. In that sense, perhaps thou art correct that some good resulted from mine efforts, and thine morsel. I guess he's on his way. What, you really don't want to do a definitive response here and really prove yourself? Yeah, I think he was more concerned about trying to prove his own point. Alright. For any change, no matter how small, I am grateful. To recall the taste of pure water once more, and to know that we yet have the power to fight our decline. Yeah, hopefully this is just the beginning. Hey, look, he's flying! Doubtless others shall doubtless be half impotent. Keep thine ears open, for one day thou may hearken unto a chorus of dragons' roars. How about you give me one right now? I guess not. We'll take the experience of 935 gil in the meantime. Yeah, I really should switch to my dancer, just so that I'm getting the experience. Yeah, I don't want to keep wasting it unnecessarily. Alright, so next up, why don't we go over here and speak with Seth Tusk, who's looking down into the abyss. Let's take on his quest entitled Left Alive. Seth Tusk senses a kindred spirit within you. I sense the power of one of my kin upon thee, that of a great worm long departed from our star, though his gaze falleth not upon thee now. I think I know who you're referring to. Midgard Somir, that is the name by which thy kind know him. Long ago he left us, fleeing our home with his children. From thy presence, I surmise that his decision was the right one. Some yet wish they had chosen the same path, though such regrets avail them not. Nevertheless, tales of thy star may divert them from their anguish for a time. Seek those who would hear thee in Riatara, and unto the vitrified isle, tiny mortal. Alright, so we gotta speak to two different dragons out there. Let's see who we got. Come over here and find Esk Khan to speak to. The great world that did take leave of this star? Yes, I remember him well. And there are many such tiny creatures on the star whence he fled. Indeed. Of all shapes and sizes, yes. Then thy star too knoweth war. Differences lead only to conflicts. No matter how far thou venturest, thou cannot flee from this truth. No more could I. This fate was inevitable. It must have been. Yeah, so we're telling them about things, but yeah, they clearly can see through us. They are dragons after all, they have that ability. Next, Kol Ale. Let's speak with you. Thou hailest from the star to which our brother fled. Tell me then, doth thy home boast resplendent vistas as ours once did? It has vast blue seas stretching far into the horizon, or it has wondrous islands that float amongst the clouds, in two different areas. Though I shall never again soar on through the clouds, perchance I may bask in the splendor of such isles when next I slumber. And there'll be a quest to take care of from him later. For now, let's go and find another dragon that has not yet been mentioned. How far we gotta go? Get over to where this particular zone is. Yeah, because we're flying past our access points. But as the Loports mentioned, there are now 2 clones of the ship, the Ragnarok. Oh, yeah, we came to find a fossilized dragon. Yeah, we can only look up at this thing and wonder what could have been. Dost thou wonder who lieth beneath this veil of ash? Who goes there? Oh, hi. Hi, Seth. 'Twas with this worm at my side that I looked to the skies and saw thy Midgard Somir departing for the great expanse. The machines were already upon us. He called to us, those who still lived, and begged us follow him that we might find another star and start anew. Alas, most branded him a coward who lacked the fight to defend his home. When he left, 'twas with but his own eggs. And among those who stayed, the mightiest of the machines gave chase as he fled. To many of my kin's yearning approval, the coward had proven useful, they said. However, some few did wish to follow him. Midgard Somir was wiser and more formidable than most, this they believed. They knew he would forge a better fate than awaited us here. Would that they had not been halted by the ferocity of the machine's onslaught in the end. Thou hast my gratitude for coming so far to meet mine old friend. Thy tale means more to us than thou shalt ever know. Return with me now to Riatara. Thou art doubtless eager to away from this ill-favored place. Alright. I mean, we do gotta get the experience and guild reward from you. Yeah, thank you for teaching about this one who didn't quite make it. Alright, let's go over here. Hey there, Seth. Thou hast rendered solace unto us when we had not but sorrow. I thank thee, Rika Sasaki. And you're quite welcome. So we'll take our experience and 855 gil. Alright, so we still have 4 more quests in and around Riatara. Let's go down here to the corner and find Sealask to speak with. Let's go ahead and take his quest entitled Stars Like Gems. Sealask gazes longingly into the distance. Traveler, thy coming hath stirred a longing in me. From where I lie, I behold naught but a desolate waste. But perhaps life doth persist beyond my ken. the smallest of creatures, or a single budding blossom. It may remain ever beyond my reach, for these wounds of mine heal not with time. Yet I would know of them. I would know if any cause for hope lingereth still upon our star. Search for signs of life. Over to the east here. Yeah, I mean, we have seen the various things that we've noticed, like the plants, for example. There's still things that are around here. Yeah, let's check around and hopefully not get aggroed. The land is as barren as far as the eye can see. No life is to be found here. And what about, yeah, right over here, this Pale Blossom and this Rouge Blossom. Yeah, we knew these things were still blooming. Alright, take it back. Yeah, it doesn't take that long to get back to Saya. Dost thou return with glad tidings? I do. Flowers, a joyous sight. There are more whence these came. I can see that you're standing on top of some, or did you not notice? I guess he just liked being where they already wanted us to bring him some more. Didst thou find a thriving forest, or a splendid field? These are sort of it. 'Tis as I feared. To see it now, canst thou even imagine how our star once teemed with life? How it flourished beneath golden sun and a trio of moons, stars shining like gemstones in the night. My brethren and I love not more than to soar amidst the clouds of green, teaching our hatchlings the delights of the hunt. These flowers once grew upon the mountaintops there, high among the clouds. So small did they seem to us, their fruit better suited to feeding our star's tiniest creatures. We rarely paid a single blossom any mind. Yet together, vibrant with the turn of the seasons, they were breathtaking. Would that I could return to appreciate the sight as we should have then. I had nearly forgotten what this world once was, though it may never be so again. Thou hast my gratitude for returning to me these precious memories. You are quite welcome. Meanwhile, hey there, Helix, welcome to the stream, glad to have you with us. So we will take our experience and 655 gil for completing this quest. Alright. Let's move on. Now to the opposite to the opposite side. And we'll go ahead and speak with Nosk. And we'll take on his quest entitled Futures Lost. Nosk gazes upon you with sorrowful eyes. Tiny traveler, thou hast traversed the great expanse to stand before me. I ask thee, on thy journey, didst thou find strength? We certainly did. None here have been spared the torment of loss, yet even tragedy cometh not in equal measure. Nay, all of my kin, the brood sires feel it most deeply. Eggs crushed before their eyes, hatchlings twisted beyond recognition, they cannot be blamed for turning to madness. One I would have you slay, for mine own power sufficeth not to end her suffering. She yet wandereth, restless, near the ash-choked lake, though not what poison is to be found there now. Alright. Bellicose, Broodmother, huh? Alright, let's see how this goes. And I don't have to worry about them being at 89 or something, because I will be synced down. Okay, you're right at the very southern tip. So after we fly over my Ragnarok, we're gonna make our way over to where we need to go. Seymour live stream doing its geyser-like thing. Yeah, transition from one section to another. And for good measure, let's let my chocobo. Hey, big boy. Oh, and you're not alone. You are not alone on this. You are teaming up with your little chickie. I've got that. Do this. Oh, wow. The brood mother died first. Oh, now that's funny. We actually forced the brood mother to die first. Suffice to say, I did not see that coming. Thy countenance speaketh volumes. I thank thee. The metal demon struck without warning, beautiful and pitiless as falling stars. We fought, yes, yet for all of our savagery, we failed to protect the young. What few survived emerged from their eggs, disfigured and screaming. Would that fate had taken a different course, we might have welcomed them to this world together and guided them onto a brilliant future. Yeah, I haven't encountered young dragons in my travels, but yeah, Midgard's so much children still live on. So, the young have found their place elsewhere. Our kind shall live on. I am gladdened to hear not all was in vain. May thy path lead thee, true traveler. Thank you very much. So we'll take your experience in 655 gil. Alright, so next up, we have an unmourning mother. But why is she unmourning? Let's find out by taking her quest entitled A Parent's Love. This mother worries for her child. Thou canst leave this place. Can you explain me why? Find my child in my stead, I beg thee. She doubtless wants for her mother's warmth, but my kin permit me not to quit this nest. They feign contrition, but if they truly pitied me, they would allow me to seek my child. Thou must go and assure me of her safety. Yeah, you are definitely in distress. An empty eye dragon, but is this what we're looking for? The dragonling stares unblinking across the desolate landscape, eyes glassy enough that you cannot be certain even if she remains among the living. Oh, we gotta go back. Okay. Okay, go. Back to Mama. This cannot be. Thou must given her a dreadful fright, for her to freeze so, though she hath never been fond of strangers. 'Tis clearer than ever that I must see her myself, if only I could be freed from the watchful eyes of my consorts. Not moments ago did I feel his gaze upon me, once so loving, yet now so bitterly cold. How he doth patronize me! Thine eyes speak curiosity. My consort was much the same, in times past, ever desiring to know more. Pity he changed so. Nevertheless, he would surely divulge much if thou art to speak with him. Thou needst only seek the least pleasant countenance here. And how do we go about that, per se? Alright there, stoic consorts. Who are you? And why are you such a jerk? Verily she was my beloved consort, but she has lost me now.
though such our progeny, doubt'st thou not? Then thou knowest as well as I. That dragonling was stripped of all she was by the machines. I recall the battle, the bursts of heat and light, her smoldering form. I know not what occurred then, but when I returned to myself, she was there, neither dead nor truly alive, as if imprisoned in her final moments by some cruel deity, and so she hath remained ever since. When she found us, my consort broke somewhere deep within. She seeth not beyond her child, though I do not imagine she seeth her true. And now she hath gone, thou knowest whence. 'Twas inevitable.
And we gotta go back to the daughter again. Alright. Yeah, this is like a little bit of dragon hot potato right now. Yeah, maybe we can snap her out of her funk? We won't know until we actually get to where we need to be. There you are. Oh, hold on. Yeah, now Mom has come to say hello and collapsed just getting here. It took all she had to just make it. Yeah, she willed herself all the way here and then... Does she even recognize her mother? I don't even think that's possible right now. My dear, I shall love until the end of time. So you can say something. But is that all she ever says? Yeah, now she's just gone back to silence. The dragonling speaks no more. Her mother's consort should be informed of what has happened here. Yeah, that's just cruel. Yeah, that is just cruel. Yeah, I have to wonder, did the empty-eyed dragon not recognize her mother and at first sight she just struck her down or something? Or did it really take the mother's strength to get to where she needed to be before she collapsed? We won't know until I speak with the consort. So, here's what we discovered.
'Tis strange, though no stranger than the rest, perhaps. Thou couldst not change their fates, yet in learning our tale, thou hast come to share my burden, and theirs as well. I thank thee.
Like, oh no. Yeah, I'm now stuck with this? I guess so. We'll take our experience in 1015 gil as basically pity money at this point. And camera pans up. Yeah, let's not look at this sad image. And just pan up to where the final dungeon origin point is. Yeah, and the consort is on his way. Where I do not know. So there's one quest left here in Riatara. It comes from Kolalei, who we just spoke with a few moments ago. Let's speak with him to take on his quest entitled That Once Rang Clear. Kolalei fears for the welfare of a friend.
Little wanderer, hast thou the courage to ken what awaits beyond this oasis? My kin, twisted body and soul, or turned to ash, all long since rotted underneath. wilt thou venture amidst these horrors to see if our brother yet stands? Never after he moved from his place of mourning, and his consort was thus entombed. Oh no. Would that I could bring him the solace of a gentle touch, but I dare not seek him now. Shouldst thou wish it, thou shalt note him by the pallor of the Forsaken.
Okay, so he'll look just like you then? Well, it kind of gives us an idea of what we're going to. Yeah, so suddenly what I was expecting might possibly happen has now changed. Because yeah, I know that we did not see any of those side quests pop up prior to me starting the final dungeon. Yeah, we find this dragon here. The dragon, like so many others, is mired in his own grief. You may draw his attention if you pet him gently, as Cole Adley suggested. Yeah. Let's give him a rub.
Thy gentle caress, like unto the warmth of more joyous times. Thou art not of my kind. Why hast thou come?
Well, among other things.
So he has not yet forgotten me. I pity him.
Why?
At times, I wonder if my love doth pity me in turn. All of us unchanging, unable to be reborn. Yet if naught else remains of us, we have memory. Thus do I remain beside my beloved through 1,000 quiet moments. Forever.
I know a dragon wants to believe herself forsaken. Yeah, Tiamat. But yeah, there's a better way to honor your love. Weave a song. But yeah, let me tell you about someone else I know.
Thou believest I need not languish in silence. Perhaps thou art correct. My beloved was generous, noble, and took much joy in our skies. None is more deserving of a proud melody. I have not the strength to weave it in this moment, but perhaps in time. I thank thee for guiding me aright.
Glad we could help. Alright, back to Rhea. Alright, here we go.
How fareth my kin?
Well, here's what you need to know.
I see. Thou art wiser than thou knowest, for our brother was once renowned for his verse. It will be an honor and a joy to hear his voice raised in song again. Perhaps when next you return, thou shalt hear it as well.
So in the meantime, we'll take the experience and the 735 gil. Alright, I only need about 700,000 more points to get to 86 on my Dancer. Keep in mind, I've gotten this basically exclusively by doing the side quests. Okay, so now we have to cover one more area. The abode of the Iya.